Listen and repeat. Hear. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Do you hear me clearly? Do you hear me clearly? I hear you loud and clear. I hear you loud and clear. Do you hear what I hear? Do you hear what I hear? I hear footsteps behind me. I hear footsteps behind me. Do you hear someone calling your name? Do you hear someone calling your name? I hear voices in the hallway. I hear voices in the hallway. Do you hear that sound? Do you hear that sound? She hears a strange noise at night. She hears a strange noise at night. Do they hear us talking? Do they hear us talking? She hears the baby crying. She hears the baby crying. What do you hear outside? What do you hear outside? They hear music from the neighbor's house. They hear music from the neighbor's house. He hears everything you say. He hears everything you say. They hear a new song on the radio. They hear a new song on the radio. He hears the phone ringing. He hears the phone ringing. I hear someone knocking at the door. I hear someone knocking at the door. She hears a knock on the door. She hears a knock on the door. They hear a dog barking. They hear a dog barking. Do they hear the sirens outside? Do they hear the sirens outside? I hear laughter coming from the other room. I hear laughter coming from the other room. She hears someone whispering. She hears someone whispering. Can she hear us from there? Can she hear us from there? Do you hear the announcement? Do you hear the announcement? Can they hear us through the wall? Can they hear us through the wall? Do you hear the bells ringing? Do you hear the bells ringing? He hears his favorite song on the radio. He hears his favorite song on the radio. She hears a whistle from far away. She hears a whistle from far away. They hear the waves crashing on the shore. They hear the waves crashing on the shore. Do you hear the echo in this room? Do you hear the echo in this room? I hear a car approaching. I hear a car approaching. He hears the engine making a strange noise. He hears the engine making a strange noise. She hears the door creak when it opens. She hears the door creak when it opens. He hears the wind howling at night. He hears the wind howling at night. I hear the leaves rustling in the wind. I hear the leaves rustling in the wind. They hear thunder in the distance. They hear thunder in the distance. I hear people arguing outside. I hear people arguing outside. She hears the news from a friend. She hears the news from a friend. I hear a lot of good things about this place. I hear a lot of good things about this place. She hears a lot of opinions on this topic. She hears a lot of opinions on this topic. They hear rumors about the company. They hear rumors about the company. I hear a lot of stories about that place. I hear a lot of stories about that place. We hear birds singing every morning. We hear birds singing every morning. Do we hear the same thing? Do we hear the same thing? He hears a conversation nearby. He hears a conversation nearby. We hear the train passing by every day. We hear the train passing by every day. He hears the birds early in the morning. He hears the birds early in the morning. Can you hear the difference in these sounds? Can you hear the difference in these sounds? We hear a new idea every day. We hear a new idea every day.
Thanks for listening. See you later.